What will the next 2D Sonic game be? That's a question I've been seeing asked a lot recently on news articles, videos that are popping up in my feed. People just want to know what the next new 2D Sonic game will be, and I have some ideas. First of all, I think it is still insane how no love has been given to the 2000s handheld era of Sonic games. I'm talking the Sonic Advance trilogy and the Sonic Rush games. Now for the Sonic Rush games, I kind of understand because they were made on a DS with 2 screens. If you were going to bring those games back, it would require some kind of remake. But for the Sonic Advance trilogy and Sonic Battle, that absolutely should have been a collection already, if not just straight up included in Sonic Origins. The longevity of the sprite work alone from the Advance trilogy has had a massive hold on this franchise and has been used in incredible amounts of fan work. People love those games, we gotta be able to play those games, and I think Sonic Team will rectify that in the next few years. Secondly, classic Sonic is in a bit of a weird space right now. We got Sonic Mania, which everyone loved. We got the Sonic Origins collection, which was a nice easy way to play all of the classic Genesis era games. But then we got Sonic Superstars, and even though I really liked it, and I think it's much better than people give it credit for, I understand why people are frustrated with that game, because at the end of the day, it wasn't to the bar of quality that Mania was, and people still just want a sequel to Mania. My hope is that our Zest will be given a second shot, take the lessons they learned, have a better budget, and this time price the game fairly and Sega not kill the game immediately by putting it in between Spider-Man 2 and Mario Wonder. That definitely would help. But also, since we've been seeing the reports of Evening Star having to unfortunately lay off employees because of the lack of success with Penny's Big Breakaway under Private Division, I wouldn't be shocked if Christian Whitehead and company that worked on Sonic Mania just end up coming back and making a Sonic Mania sequel. We have still been robbed of a Mania sequel that lets Christian Whitehead, Simon Tomley, and all of the wonderful people involved push classic Sonic forward into a bold new direction. And especially after the Game Informer article talking about the new art style they wanted to go with and all of the ideas that they had, you can't put that out into the world and not expect people to want that. In due time, I think we will see a sequel to Sonic Mania. But both of those aside, I think that the next 2D Sonic game will be a modern one and will build off of the success of Shadow Generations. The 2D and modern boost games can be very hit or miss depending on the title, but because Shadow Generations made the decision to fully separate 2D and 3D into its own levels, it allowed the best of both worlds to shine, and we got some of the best 2D levels in a minute from Sonic Team. Sunset Heights Act 2 in particular is up there with some of the best 3D levels in Shadow Generations. The 2D levels and challenges in that game were so fun. I want that team to be given a shot at making a new 2D game themselves. If there's going to be a modern Sonic Rush remake or sequel, I would be totally down with the 2D Shadow Gens team making it, but I'd also love the opportunity for them to just make a brand new 2D title. I think with the dynamic camera angles, the fun level design, and proving after a few years that Sonic Team can still design great 2D levels for Sonic, well, in this case Shadow, I think that the next 2D release for Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be a modern game with the Shadow Generations team involved. I think after the success of Shadow Generations and all of the critical acclaim it has received from both outlets and the fans, I think that everyone on that team deserves the opportunity to let their excellence shine, and I think there is much more to come for modern 2D Sonic, and that it will be built off of the greatness of Shadow Generations. But let me know down below, what do you think the next 2D Sonic game will be? Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Have a blessed one.